Dianne with my friend
Evie.
and we are here to demonstrate planting dahlias in containers. So she had her 1 gallon pot. We're doing the Nose Pam dahlia in this particular pot in her front yard. So in April you started these in the Fertilome Ultimate Mix?
In the Fertilome Ultimate Mix under a grow light.
Under a grow light.
Yeah.
So for about 6 weeks, and we just took it out. You can see this beautiful sprouting tuber, and so she wants to do 2 of these Nose Pam in this container. Now a lot of you may know this, but some people may not. This one tuber is going to multiply into a big crown. So you can see we've got 1 tuber here, and it's going to multiply and produce all of these tubers in a circular fashion. So when you go to plant in the container or in the ground, you want to give this crown enough space. So we just think about a circular kind of a, maybe 6 to 12 inches around. So put that down. She's put some bone meal in this hole here, and that's got our nutrients in here, and then we're going to fill this in. And then you always want to stake the same time that you plant. So she's done a good job of tagging her plants. We know that that tuber is going this way, so we're going to put the stake in behind. And this is going to help with wind as the plant gets established, but then it'll give the plant some support as it gets taller. The blooms get pretty big sometimes, and you don't want that plant toppling over. So you wanted to do a second one, but let's climb this one up and we'll show them. So you're just going to go to the very bottom, and if we plant this over here and give it that 6 to 12 inches, in the fall when we go to dig these up, we'll have plenty of room. So we're just going to take this jute twine all the way to the base and just do a little tie. You don't want it real tight, but you want it snug so that if the wind comes up, it's not going to snap that dahlia plant off there. And then it's going to support Nose Pam, which is more of a ball form. Not too big, but it could be a prolific plant. So you could have a lot of blooms on this. So we want to just jute twine as the plant gets taller, and we want to pinch. So when you have 3 sets of leaves, take some clean snips. Use your alcohol, your Vercrin S, or your disinfectant wipe anytime you have a blade to your dahlia plant.
Okay.
So always disinfect, and I know you had that in your garage, so I know you're already prepared for that. So when you go to pinch, just make sure your stuff is disinfected. So let's do the second one. I got this hole here. And we're gonna see if we can. So this can be kind of tricky sometimes. It started to develop some roots, and so just get in there and work around it. Don't want to snap that plant off the tuber, but get down in there and see if you can feel where that tuber is. And boy, it likes this Fertilome mix, doesn't it? Look at all that root system. Okay, so there you go. So that's what it looks like. Beautiful plant. You want to plant this horizontal. You don't want to plant this vertical. You want to plant it horizontal because it's going to come up. And again, we want to give that circumference a good 6 to 8 inches, but give this guy over here room too. All right, where's your bone meal? That. Put that in there a little bit. And then where's your stake? Put that in there. We can stake that. Let's put your stake over here behind the tuber. There you go. And that'll give it a little bit more support.
Yes.
All right. So these will start to bloom, we're hoping, late July, early August. So it's really pretty easy to plant dahlias in containers and in the ground. And I love the fact that she started them earlier, because you know they're not laggards, you know they're viable plants. Now it's just a matter of giving it about 1 inch of water a week. Just dig your finger down to see about the moisture level. Your pot's not going to dry out too much like a terracotta pot would. But yeah, we're excited, and we'll give you a report later and show you these blooms. Bye.